What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's that?
What's that?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello, my name's Johnny Hunt of the Saginaw Ukulele Gurus and Rookies, also known as Sugar, and thanks for checking out this program. Last year in 2014 I had the chance to attend 3 different ukulele festivals, and I had a great time at all of them. I went to the Mighty Uke Day Festival in Lansing in May, and in June I went to the Ukulele World Congress in Needmore, Indiana, which is about halfway to nowhere. It's held in a field, just a plain old field. I guess it used to be a commune back in the 70s. And the only amenities there, they bring in porta potties. I'm not really a camper, but I had a great time. I met a lot of really wonderful people. And then in September, the weather was nice. The last weekend of September, I was able to attend the Ohio Ukulele Campout in Loudonville, Ohio. And again, I had a great time. So then as winter started settling in, I got the itch to have a ukulele festival. I didn't want to wait till summer. So I got to talking with my good friend and bandmate, Leanne Whitman. Bounced some ideas off her, and she was very encouraging and helpful in the planning. So we started putting some things together to have our own indoor festival here in Midland. And the best part about the festival that we threw is that it's free. Say Sugar is our local ukulele group, and when we go play in nursing homes and senior centers and different outings, we make a little bit of money, and rather than paying everybody, $4.17 in gas money, we just put all that money in a kitty, so we can do things like this. And that's where the bulk of the funding came from, as well as donations. People that attended were generous and helped us out. Had a silent auction, just had donation cans, and some sponsors helped us out as well. But it was a free event, and my expectations were greatly exceeded. And we were coming up with a name for the festival. We hit on the idea of WASSUP, and that's another acronym for Winter Ain't Stoppin' Serious Ukulele Players. So that's what we called it. And then on March 13th and 14th of 2015, everything came together, and we had the festival here in Midland. And I have to say that my expectations were greatly exceeded. I had fantastic turnout, lots of great compliments. People had a great time, came from all over Michigan and far away as Cincinnati, Ohio to attend. So we're definitely planning on doing it again next year in 2016. And so this video is intended for 2 different groups of people. First, for the people that came and just want to relive some of the fun times that everybody had. And the other group is for those of you who didn't attend, and just as just an encouragement, then as you see what happened and how much fun it is to be with other people that are like-minded, whether you know how to play the uke or not, you can have a great time. We have a program here in the Sugar group in Midland that we call Peanut, and that's another acronym for People Every Age Need Ukulele Training. And we take people that have never played. We've got some loaner ukes that we lend out, and you can learn 3 chords in an hour, and you get infected with the ukulele bug, and that kind of gets things started. So want more information about the festival or the Sugar group or anything related to ukulele that pertains, you can contact me and the Sugar group a couple of different ways. First, for general information, go to the Folk Music Society of Midland website, That's our parent group, and the website for that is Folk Music Society, one word, folkmusicsociety.org. And that has information about all the different things that we do here in Midland and the Tri-Cities area. And if you click on the ukuleles tab, you can find information specifically about what's going on here locally. And another thing you can do is the WASSUP festival itself has a page on Facebook, so you can follow things there. And if you have any specific questions, you can send me an email. It's sugarfmsm@gmail.com, and that'll come to me and I can help you with that. So start planning now. It'll probably be the first half of March of 2016. We'll be doing WASSUP 2, and looking forward to another great time. So thanks for watching the video here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and we'll look forward to meeting you personally. Thanks.
Hello, welcome to Midland, to the WASSUP Festival.
Understanding. I want to cover a lot of different things today, and you know, some of the things are going to go whoosh, and some of them are yeah. But see if you can just, you got to mine a lot of rocks to find a gold nugget. I guess that's what I'm saying. So if you find something you can use and it helps your playing, and you feel like you learned something, I consider it a success. Now the name of, I called this workshop 5 and 19. Okay, so anybody want to guess what 5 and 19 has to do with anything?
Age of your kids.
Well, at different times, so I guess if you had kids, they were all that age. You didn't kill them before they got that far. 5, I want you to look at your left hand.
Oh, left hand.
Start counting the other left. So how many fingers do you see when you look at your left hand?
4.
Well, okay, all right, I'll go with that. But I count 5 fingers. But you can make it this way too. Third fret with your ring finger, the top string. Open, and then third fret again. That'll help you with the right hand. So I'm just going to show you one thing that I do. Instead of strum all the time, it's a boom chicka. I'm picking one note with my thumb. I'm just going to make a C chord. And brush down with my nail. So pick a note, strum, and I'm going to catch this bottom string on my way back down. Boom chicka. Everybody take your left hand, put it in your pocket, pinch your uke there, and play C6 with your thumb. Okay, so you can scratch your head. Your head. Just scratch your head. That's the only thing you can do. He's got the whole world. His hands, he's got the whole wide world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Very sensitive song. Deeply meaningful song. I think we know who the 5th and 6th grade boys are in this class, don't we? You spent a lot
What are children gonna do growing up without all those gorgeous Three Stooges routines that we all do?
Well, I could just sit around making music all day long. As long as I'm making my music, I know I can do nobody wrong. And who knows, maybe someday I'll come up with a song. Makes people want to stop their fussing and fighting just long enough to sing along. Everybody sing, I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love.
When I went out, huckleberry picnic, dinner all over the ground. Skippers in the meat was 9 foot deep and green flies flying all around. Biscuit was baking in the oven, beefsteak frying in a pan. Pretty girl sitting in the parlor below, got a lot to understand. Whole lot to tell you, Miss Liza, you be cool. Ain't got time to kiss you now, I'm busy with my mule. I say 7. My uncle had an old mule, his name was Simon Slick. Above anything that mule didn't know was how that mule could kick. I fed that mule one morning, he met me at the door with a smile. Back one ear and winked one eye, kicked me half a mile.
Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is having you and music, music, music. I'd do anything for you, anything you want me to. All I want is kissing you and music, music, music. Closer, my dear, come closer. The nicest part of any melody the day my bride's gonna come? Oh, where are we gonna fly? Down into that easy chair. Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his men supplied with sheep. We'll climb the hill no matter how steep. You ain't going nowhere. Said Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. A girl could feel special on that is such life. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Blythe like in 1962. And I've seen you on the corners and the cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color schemes. And he pulled her on the aisle and down to Knoxville. They arrived. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. But I tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man.
All right, now everybody together, ready? Ukulele, ooh, ukulele, oh, ukulele. All right, I think we're ready. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob who used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy in town. But I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up Sunday. They got him in the jailhouse way downtown. We're in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Just stay on the sea. Ukulele, ooh, ukulele, oh, ukulele. Bob liked to play his poker. He knuckle whist and euchre, but shooting dice was his favorite game. Well, he got thrown in jail with nobody to go his bail. The judge done said that he refused the fine. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now.
You want to do the C chord? Sure. That's 1, 2 is with your thumb, and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we just listen to her do it one time? 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4.
the introduction, where's my kazoos? I need kazoos. I forgot. Kazoos are good for the do-do-do part, so if you got one, get one out. Here we go. Okay, everybody with kazoos, here we go. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, you guys gotta help me with the move overs on that next time. Here we go. She told me not to play around, but I done let the deal go down. Pack it on over. Move it on over. Tote it on over. Move it on over. Move over, nice dog is bad dog. Move it in. Now listen, I want them to hear us say move it on over next door, okay? So here we go. Pretend you're screaming at your old man or one of your kids. There we go. She warned me once, she warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice. Scratch it on over. Move it on over. Shake it on over. Move it on over. Move over, show dog is told, don't move it in kazoos. Bop, 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 bop. Move it on over.
I was going to draw this like complex anatomical diagram, and then I realized I don't actually know how to do that. Okay, so here's your mouth. Whee! There's your lips. Okay? Super scientific, right? I told you. Okay, so you got your tongue, which for the most part, when you sing, your tongue automatically lowers. We don't really have to worry about our tongues that much. We don't really have to think about it. You got that little googly monster thing that hangs down there. Yep. And everything above that is the rigid part with the shingles on it. That's your hard palate. Right in between your teeth and the dangly bit. Right? So, our ukulele, it's ready for another challenge. It's going to play a high note. It's going to play a low note. It's going to play any note in between. Does the ukulele have a place where its voice breaks? No. Why do we? Why do we believe in the concept of a vocal break? Do you know what a vocal break is? Okay. A vocal break is if I sing the Star Spangled Banner, right? And go, oh, say, can you see? There's a place right in there where it's chest voice flips to head voice, and depending on how much you work at it, it's either a smooth break or it's a train wreck. And there, I like the Star Spangled Banner for a practice song because it's very rangy and it's very slow. But there's songs that I'll be singing on the radio and I'm like, do 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 do, and then there's a part where it goes da 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 da, you know, and then I'm in like this like church choir voice, which is not my normal voice. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm.
I got a freaky old lady named a cocaine Katie who embroiders on my jeans. I got a poor old gray-haired daddy driving my limousine. Now it's all designed to blow our minds, but our minds won't really be blown like the blow that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of a Rolling Stone.
Don't you come back no more.
You must be joking.
Don't you come back no more.
What you trying to do to me?
Don't you come back no more.
Can't we talk it over?
Come back no more.
I thought we'd had better understanding.
Come back no more.
Oh, baby, don't be so chilly.
Come back no more.
You don't want to see me cry,
Don't
do
you
you?
come back no more.
Oh, baby, please, it isn't fair.
Don't you come back no more.
You don't want me to cry no more.
Don't you come back no more.
Why, baby?
Don't you come back no more.
Sit and watch as tears go by. It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play, doing things I used to do. They think I'm new. I sit and watch as tears go by.
But they do it in a square and they call it a ring. Now I know wrestling is truly real. When I dropped $100 on an all-comers deal, and before I knew it, I was in the cage, face to face with a giant just full of rage. Hot, cold, cold, bring along the Demigod. Hot, cold, cold, bring along the Demigod. Hot, cold, cold, bring along the Demigod. Really well up with the sea in the morning, yes sir. Yonder comes a preacher and the children are crying. Yonder comes a preacher and the children are crying. Yonder comes a preacher and the children are crying. Chickens are scratching, toenails flying, yes sir. Hot corn, bring along the Demigod. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Demigod. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Demigod. Really well, Uncle will see in the morning, yes sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Demigod. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Demigod. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Demigod. Really well, Uncle will see in the morning, yes sir.
We all flirt with the waitress, though she weighs 300 pounds. That's just what guys do when the whites are not around. We talk and smoke tobacco while our mouths are full of food, because there's no one around to say we're being rude. So I'll meet you at the corner cafe. All the guys will be there today. We'll swap lies and brag what we can do, because there'll be no one to say that it's not true. We don't talk about our feelings, we don't discuss the tabloid. We just burp and pass gas.
aware, this is really the first day I've played it in
Ever.
earnest.
Walking down the highway, a woman stares out at sea, and mine is only now just breaking. So we carry every sadness with us, every night our fear and darkness lay down with us. But I'm homeless, half naked, torn from the map of Michigan. I'm carrying this scrap of paper that can crack the darkest sky wide open. Every burden taken from me, every night my heart unfolding my home.
Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're having sunny, but we'll travel alone, singing a song side by side. Oh, we don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel alone, singing our song side by side. Through all kinds of weather, or if the sky should fall, just as long as we're together, doesn't matter at all. When they roll and the troubles and heartache, we'll be the same as we started, just to travel along, singing our song side by side.
I would walk 1,000 miles just to be where they are. Please don't be offended. You know I love you too. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. Enough talking in this mirror when there's someone next to me. So now I turn to you and say those words I know you won't forget. Sing along. I love you. Ukuleles, the sweetest song I ever heard.
Anyway, since our group is sugar, we had to have a theme song that has to do with sucrose. So we're going to sing sucrose time. All right? All set? One, two, three.
Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Honey in the morning, honey in the evening, honey at supper time. Be my little honey and love me all the time. Put your arms around me and swear my stars above. You'll be mine forever and heaven above. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. 'Cause sugar time is any time that you're here. For the I'm singing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
I've got a hammer and I got a bell and I've got a song to sing all over this land.
It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, that's confess. You've been a blessing where you should have been a blessing, and now someone else is getting all of your best. They put something for walking, and that's just what they do. One of these days there's a time and I'll walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be true, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet, and you keep saving when you ought to be exchanging. I once right of right, but you ain't been right yet. These books are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these books are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you should be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get by. I just about here ran through half of my shares. But he knows you had time to learn. These books are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these books are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, folks? We'll start on walking.
Why don't you tell the story?
Well, this song started out as a campaign slogan, actually, and evolved into a protest song, protesting against a fare increase in the Boston Metro Transit Authority. And it's a song about a man named Charlie and all his difficulties with said fare increase, and it's called the MTA song, or Charlie and the MTA. Let me tell you a story about a man named Charlie, one tragic and fateful day. He went Texas in spite of his life, and he went to ride on the MTA. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his fate is still unknown. He may ride forever deep the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Well, Charlie had his dime at Kendall Square Station on the change was a pickup lane. When he got to the conductor told him one more nickel, Charlie would get on the last train. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his fate is still unknown. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. All night long, Charlie rides through the station crying, what will become of me?
my sister and Chelsea or my cousin in Roxbury. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his baby is still unlearned. He may ride forever beneath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Charlie's wife goes down to the Scully Square station every day at 2:15. And through the open window she hands Charlie a sandwich as the train comes rumbling through. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his fate is still unlearned. He will ride forever beneath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Now you citizens of Boston, don't you think it's a scandal how the people have to pay and pay? Fighting the fair in Greece over George O'Brien and Charlie off the MTA. Or else he'll never return, no, he'll never return. And his fate will be unlearned. He will ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. He's the man who never returned. One more time. He's the man who never returned.
Here's the sugar sign. It's the first thing you see when you pull in the parking lot. That lets you know you're in the right place. And when you come inside, there's the registration table. You can get a program. There's flyers for other events in the area and other ukulele-related happenings. I tried to capture some emails for people that were interested in following up and keeping track of other sugar events. And then there's, that's Betty and Shirley looking at their iPad there, trying to figure those things out. They're two of the nicest ladies you'd ever want to meet, but probably not the two people you'd want to ask about technical computer questions. Here's some still photos from the workshops we did. This is a workshop I did called 5 and 19. 5 fingers, 19 frets. The idea being that you can take some easy chords, move them up the neck, and learn a whole bunch of new chords. And that's Gavin there. Gavin's the young fella sitting next to his dad Ron on the right side of the picture. Gavin's the 5th grader who had such a good time singing the silly songs that we did in Peanut. And then that's Melanie Kingsbury from Clare in the yellow shirt. She taught a class on strum patterns. She just returned from Hawaii on a ukulele cruise with Ukulele Mike from Washington. Learned a lot of things, had a good time, and was really excited to teach her class on strum patterns. So I learned a few things too. And Melanie doesn't think she has the greatest voice, but I tend to disagree. She asked Shari to come up and sing along so she could focus on teaching the strumming for Jamaica Farewell. And then that's Marion Koleski from the Kalamazoo group, the Kalamazoo Ukulele Strummers, also known as the Kalamazooks. And Marion is a pretty accomplished singer and did a fine job on a singing workshop, Sing Like a Uke, just correlating the sounds of a uke to the human voice. And it was well attended and it was a very interesting class. And then here's just some shots of some of the attendees at the workshops. We were able to present a variety of workshops so people could learn all sort of different things. That's Mike Heffernan of the Grand Rapids group, Hugger, which is the Happy Ukulele group of Grand Rapids. They meet on the first Saturday just like Sugar, so I hadn't had a chance to sit in on one of Mike's drums, but he did a great job, and I even borrowed some of his songs and stuck them in the Sugar songbook. And then this is Terry Hill in the red shirt. Terry leads the MUGS, M-M-U-G-S, Mid-Michigan Ukulele Group Strum. He comes from Mason, just south of Lansing, and he's a very enthusiastic strum leader, and told me afterward that this is one of the best strums he'd ever led because the energy was really flowing and people were participating and it had a good crowd. And then here's just some shots of the crowds for some of the different strums. See, every leader has a little different style, and it's just interesting to sit in and see some of the songs that they use and the styles that they use to lead the strums. And here's some still photos from the open mic sessions. That's Terry and his MUGS group, which is himself and 5 women. So if you're a young guy looking to attract the ladies, pick up the uke and you can be like Terry. And that's Richard Cisneros, the zombie apocalypse specialist from out of state. And there's a shot of some of the listeners. And that's Dave and Marguerite Schrader from our own sugar group. Dave plays the Kala U bass, and Marguerite plays the baritone, so it's nice to have different ukes. And another crowd shot, some of the ladies from Muggs listening in. And that's myself and Leanne Whitman in the pink boa. We had a chance to do a couple songs together. And another crowd shot. And you can see we have all ages there. You have Grandma and her young grandson as well. Here's a few still photos from the concert. This is Sugar. We did the opening. We usually have 6 or 8 people at nursing homes that we go to, and maybe 15 or 18 at our group strums. But we met after WASSUP and had 27 people, so a lot of them were first-timers that were at the festival, so we're excited about that. And this is Leanne and Mike and myself, Carry It On. We usually do our Peter, Paul, and Mary sing-alongs with guitars, but being versatile, we did it with ukes, and it came off pretty well. And a couple more crowd shots, and interesting perspective from up high of the platform and the audience. And this is a shot of Hillary from Musica, who's been singing with Lee, who is her aunt, and I for 10 years. She was able to come and really helped with the vocals on some of the Musica songs. Another crowd shot. Another shot of the group. And this last shot is Leanne and myself playing kazoos, which we call saxophones. So we have to have instrumental versatility. That's Lyle Schwant from Chesaning, and he couldn't decide. He and Gail, his wife, were hemming and hawing about coming because it was his birthday on Saturday. But they decided to come. I was really happy to see him walk in the door, and they had a great time. We sang Happy Birthday to Lyle, and he was able to sell a couple of ukes he wasn't using for a nice little price. So he went home with some birthday cash. So it's good to see Lyle. Really want to thank, we had a number of sponsors that really helped make the finances work. The uke on the left there is a Kala uke, the Paisley one, and Sherry Ryan from downstate was the silent auction winner of that. Bob Evans, a local restaurant right across the street by the Midland Mall, had a fundraiser program, and a number of our people went over there and ate, and they rebated 15% of those checks to us, and so that was very helpful. Elderly Instruments in Lansing made a nice financial contribution, so thank you for that. Mid-Michigan Music right here in Midland. Worked with Steve Myers. He's the broker for Kala and Oscar Schmidt. They were able to procure a couple of ukes for us to auction off, and thank you for the people that bought those, as well as all the people that brought gifts and items to auction off. We had a lot of non-musical things that were nice things for people to bid on. Honey and birdhouses and pillowcases, Pampered Chef cooking dishes and fancy things for the kitchen. So thanks to all of you who both brought things to sell, and those of you that bought them. I want to thank the Midland Daily News. They ran a really nice article about 2 weeks before the festival about our WASSUP festival, and about a dozen people stopped and mentioned that they'd seen that article, and that's why they came on to check it out. WEYI, the local NBC affiliate here in the Tri-Cities, had me on right before the festival. Kristen Aguirre, want to thank her for doing an interview and helping us to publicize the festival. WSGW 790 Talk Radio came out on Saturday and had a nice visit with Michael Percha, who came back with his wife and did an open mic. It's the first time he'd ever played the uke, so it was good to meet Michael and Danny. Thanks to WSGW and to WNEM. Channel 5, the CBS affiliate, they came out on Saturday and had a nice little video segment on the news that day. So thanks to all our sponsors and media partners who really helped make WASSUP a great success. The reason the festival was such a success were the people, and I want to thank everybody that helped out in many different ways, just jumping in to do whatever, set up chairs and tables and decorate and do kitchen things and just all sort of things. But there's 4 people that were particularly helpful and just took the ball and ran with it. Gary Mackle was in all the open mic videos, but you see the back of his head and his shirt. And Gary was my sound guy, and he did a fantastic job. He brought all sorts of his personal equipment, set it up, manned it the whole time for the open mics, and then hauled it all over to the sanctuary for the concert. So I really appreciate Gary, and but he did have a chance to play a few songs there, and we did get him a coffee or two when he needed it. So thanks to Gary. My right-hand guy and my number 1 guru buddy and band partner Mike Giffen was a great help. I didn't do too good of a job organizing the open mics. So Mike just jumped in and helped with that and emceed and got everybody on and off and made it all work. And you can see there by the end of the festival, I had him pretty worn down. He was hauling Gary's sound equipment back out to the truck, and they were there till like 11:30 at night, just packing up, getting ready to get the church back shipshape. So thanks especially to Mike. Shari Krishnan came up from Waterford on Friday, stayed overnight Friday night, and every photo and video clip that you see here is because Shari was there with her cameras and just really took the whole video project on and just supplied all sorts of clips for me to sort through and see what I wanted to put into the show. But Shari's just a wonderful person. She's got a heart of gold, and I really want to thank her for her great contribution. And then my sounding board and singing partner and good friend Lee Whitman just handled all the hospitality aspects there. She went out and bought all sorts of snacks and drinks and made coffee, and just was a good sounding board for ideas I had, and it encouraged me to get this thing going, and really was a great help. So just want to thank all the people again that were part of this WASSUP festival, and we'll see what happens in 2016. We're already looking forward to it. It's Johnny again. Thank you one more time for watching the program. I trust you were inspired. If you've never played an instrument before, that you can see by the video that there's many people that start where you're at and can learn to play the uke and have a great time doing it. If you're a uke player that wasn't able to come, I hope that you saw what a good time we had, and mark your calendar for the first half of March 2016 and plan to come. And if you came, then God bless you. Thanks for all the help that you provided, and trust you'll come back again next year. So check the website links and the email and the credits here, and I look forward to seeing you at WASSUP 2 in March of 2016.